28 lessons in 28 years. On December 11th, I celebrated my 28th birthday, coming off arguably the best year of my life. I wanted to take a moment and dive into some of the lessons that I've learned along the way that stand out the most to me right now. Now, some people may hate birthdays, but I personally love them. And we've made it another year around, and it should be celebrated, enjoyed, and it should excite us for the next year. So take as many of these lessons, put them in your back pocket as needed, and remind yourself of them when necessary. Let's fire it up. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to It's the Bearded Man podcast with your favorite, the world's favorite bearded man, Bobby. Each week of these solo podcasts, I try to dive into topics to help you become the best version of yourself. Now, do I have all the answers? Absolutely not. This is just my bearded wisdom that I hope brings value to you. Now, if you enjoy this episode at any moment in time, please screenshot this episode on whatever platform you are listening in on. Post it to your IG story. Tag me at Bobby. That's B-O, 3 B's, 4 A's, and a Y. Share out the podcast in your IG story. Let me know what was the biggest takeaway. How did this specific episode change your perspective? I would be so curious to know, especially because we're going to be diving into 28 lessons. So please let me know what was the specific lesson we talked about today that helped you or changed you, and I'd be very curious to know. Also, if you pay attention to my Instagram or my Twitter, last week, I hinted at a little surprise that is coming for all of you. January 3rd is going to be a big day. So I'm not going to say much. I'm going to keep reminding you, beautiful ladies and gentlemen, that something is coming. You can head to soon.staydialedin.com to stay informed. You can put in your phone number and I will shoot you a direct text when the launch comes so that you do not miss it. Once again, soon.staydialedin.com. I'm not saying much other than there's going to be no better way to kick off 2022 than what I have for you. So you can find the link in the description of this episode to sign up. It doesn't cost you anything. I will send you a direct text message when the day comes. But just know, Monday, January 3rd is going to be an epic day. Stay tuned. We got a lot of things cooking. That's all I'm going to say. 28th birthday. By the time you hear this episode, the birthday has come and gone, and I can only predict how incredible the day was. I record these podcasts in advance, and so we had to record this in advance. It just so happens that on December 11th, my birthday, it fell on a Saturday, which could not be more ideal to celebrate a birthday. So the first 3 years for me living in LA were focused on finding my lane, figuring out what I wanted to do, who I was becoming, trying to build community. It was really just the first couple of years was just trying to figure it all out. This was the first year where I really had an opportunity to bring people together. I was using, and I wanted to use my birthday as a valid reason to throw a party. And I wanted to make sure to throw down a birthday banger at our house. If I was a betting man, I'm sure I posted a bunch of content to the gram. So hopefully you guys and gals saw it. It's kind of funny recording this, predicting the future, but I can kind of imagine what I'm going to end up posting. So hopefully you guys and gals got a taste of living it through social media. And maybe some of you hearing it were actually here, which would be even more epic. As I said in the intro, though, I really do enjoy birthdays. It is a moment for me to reflect on what that past year was like and to think about how much has changed. And it's really interesting that my birthday falls in the early part of December because obviously a couple weeks later, it's New Year's and we're already in that mindset of kind of reflecting on the last year. So it kind of forces me to start thinking ahead of time and then to reflect as I go into the new year. But I started the reflection right when I hit the birthday. I went into 27 living by a motto of open to everything, attached to nothing. And I for sure lived and breathed this quote. If you scroll back to this time last year on this podcast feed, you'll be able to find the podcast titled Open to Everything, Attached to Nothing. And if you listen to it then on the intent of what I was trying to accomplish within that next year, I'm very fortunate and grateful that I was able to hold myself accountable and follow that quote as the motto to live by, and a lot of doors open this year. As soon as I moved to Venice a few weeks after my birthday last year, I said yes to every opportunity that came across my lap that piqued my interest. I stopped overthinking and just became a yes man, and it really helped set the bar high for this year. I could spend, honestly, an entire episode, breaking down the many great moments this year, such as moving to Venice, going to Joshua Tree and trying magic mushrooms for the first time, attending a Burning Man style festival in the desert, spending, Lane 8. That's another big moment. We went to Lane 8 at Red Rocks, podcasting with Lewis House. I mean, literally the guy that inspired me to get into podcasting. And there just have been so many great moments this year. Each of these moments has helped shape the direction of the year, and I am forever grateful. I can't say it enough. I really, really am. As I think about heading into 28, I want to live by these two words: let go. Let go of all expectations. Let go of the things and moments that are out of my control. Let go of the narrative that I create in my mind about every situation in my life. Let go of where I think I'm supposed to be in my life versus where I actually am. Let go of everything that I cannot control so that I can focus on the things that I do control, such as my effort, my actions, my thoughts, and my decisions. That's it. If I can truthfully lean into these two words and really stand by them, I think the world will continue to present me with every opportunity that I could ever ask for. Having spent 28 years walking this earth, I for sure don't have all the answers, but I think I've figured some things out here and there. I wanted to compact all those lessons and reminders that seem to be most relevant to me today as I flip into this chapter of 28, and I wanted to spread them with you guys and gals today. So just know that I'm coming into this new age of 28 hot, and I'm ready to roll. And I did the same thing last year when I turned 27, and I intentionally didn't re-listen to it or look at it because I didn't want any of these lessons to be repeated. I wanted to create all of these lessons from what I'm feeling right now. And so it's going to be very interesting for me and anyone else out there to go back and maybe listen to the 27 lessons in 27 years and see what lessons stayed the same, what lessons have changed. And so I will most definitely be listening to that after I record this episode. And I also have that linked up in the description below for anyone that does want to listen to it. 28 lessons in 28 years. Number one, believe in yourself before the world does. I would not be where I am or who I am had I not believed in myself from the beginning. Become your biggest hype man or hype woman from the jump. It is incredibly important. With time, the world then begins to believe in you. Number two, self-awareness is important. Nobody knows you better than you. Be honest with yourself about your strengths, your weaknesses, what you enjoy, what you dislike doing, and it will make all the difference. Constantly check in with yourself as you are making decisions along the way and listen to that internal gut feeling. Number three, fill your cup up first. Yes, it may be selfish, but if you do not prioritize yourself, who else will? By us focusing on us first, it allows us to show up to the world as the best version of ourselves. When we are the best version of ourselves, we are ready for any opportunity, and we are a better person of service to the community around us. Number four, balance, balance, balance. It took me a few years to really learn the importance of this. Spread yourself as best as you can evenly across all buckets of your life. Some seasons of your life, you may need to prioritize certain buckets over others, but in the long haul, do your best to give them all time and energy. Life is short. Try your best to enjoy it as much as you can. Number five, it is always a work in progress. It will never be perfect. You will never be perfect. I, for sure, will never be perfect. That's the beauty of life. There's always going to be more room for improvement. Don't let this hold you back. Let it inspire you to move forward and to continuously learn. Number 6, shoot your shot. Whether it's a cold email, asking someone on a date, reaching out for advice, go for it. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain, and it will be so much easier living your life knowing that you went for it. There's something on your mind you have always wanted to ask someone. Pause this episode right now. Do it. I'm being serious. Ask the question, send the cold email, the text, whatever it is, and then come back to this episode after you've took the shot. Number 7, focus on the effort, not the results. To a certain extent, you may have zero control over the results. What do you have control over? The effort. Continuously show up on a daily basis, and the results will inevitably come, I promise. Number 8, consistency is your ticket to greatness. You want to be good at something? You want to have a certain area of your life be better? You need to stay consistent. People are looking at the high and low, that people are looking high and low to how to achieve success, and it's really simple. It is being consistent. Hold yourself accountable to showing up. Number 9, enjoy the ride. There are going to be some high highs and some low lows, and that is part of life. Do your best to embrace, both sides and everything in between. Life moves fast. We got to try our best to enjoy every step of the way. Number 10, have some patience. It is not going to happen overnight, and it usually takes longer than we think. Don't stress it. Don't get bent out of shape because it's taking longer than you think. Just embrace it. All great things in life take time. Number 11, keep going. When in doubt, keep the foot on the gas. There will be times when you debate wanting to give up completely, and when you do, just remind yourself of these 2 words. You have what it takes, so why stop now? Keep going. Number 12, give value. The best way to get your foot in the door and into the right room is finding a way to help others. Find a few things that you are good at and try to use those skills to help others. Have zero expectations of how it will help you. Just trust that it will in time. Number 13, knowledge is power. Make it an effort to continuously learn. Read books, listen to podcasts, watch documentaries, etc. Nobody has all the answers, so just keep searching for them. Number 14, ask for help. We are scared to ask, and people are more than willing to give you a helping hand when you need it. So what do? Ask for help. Of course, don't abuse it, but when the time comes and you aren't sure what to do next, ask someone you can trust. Number 15, rest is crucial. 8 hours of sleep is actually slept on, literally, pun intended. Some nights you may only be able to squeeze in a few. I get it. I've been there and I've done that. And still sometimes to this day, I have to do that. For the most part though, find the certain hours of sleep that you feel your best self and stick to that. It will make all the difference on the 24 hours ahead of you. Number 16, visualize it and then manifest it. In order to bring any dream or goal of ours to life, we need to first visualize it. What does that dream life look like? Once we understand it, we can make daily decisions that help us get closer towards it. At some point in time, it will manifest into our reality. Number 17, 1% better per day. Giant leaps begin with small steps. When we are focused on getting 1% better per day, we focus on counting up those small daily wins. They may seem small in the moment, but they're going to stack up into some massive leap in time. Number 18, express gratitude. I would suggest carving out just 5 minutes of every morning to do this, and it will auto-correct you to having a better mood and perspective, regardless of how you felt when you wake up. Regardless of who you are or where you are, what you're going through in your life, there is always going to be something or someone to be grateful for. These moments will bring us daily joy. Number 19, build boundaries. This is how we protect our goals, our dreams, our vision, our time, and all that good stuff. Get aligned with yourself on what truly matters most to you. Find the time to do it and make sure nothing or nobody gets in the way. If certain people feel like they suck energy from you, build a boundary against them and do not let them through. Be unapologetic about this. It is in your best interest. Number 20, confidence is born from repeated action. You don't have to be great to start. You need to start in order to someday become great. You may see people at the top of their game, and the only reason they got there is because they have continued to show up. So long as you continue to do X, eventually you will become more confident with X. Number 21, health is wealth. Take care of both your mental and physical health. It is extremely important. Find ways to get in daily sweat, feed yourself healthy foods, find ways to express your thoughts, etc. The better our body and mind feel, the better that we show up to the world. Ladies and gentlemen, quick break from today's episode, and then we'll get right back to it. Today's episode is brought to you by Liquid IV, none other than the greatest hydration brand in the world. I use this product daily. There is no question about it. This product has changed my life for the better, okay? Whether it is hangovers, whether it is post and pre-workout, whether it is working from home, podcasting, talking for long hours of the day or during these recordings, this product has changed my life. I use it daily. Some of my favorite flavors include tangerine, lemon lime, watermelon is Fuego. The energy product is Heat. I also am a big fan of strawberry. There are so many great flavors that you guys and gals will love. If you head over to liquidiv.com, use my promo code TheBeardedMan, all one word. It'll get you 25% off every order. It is so worth it. With cooler weather here, during the winter months, especially heading into New Year's, there's going to be some New Year's resolutions. You guys and gals are going to want this product to help you feel your best self. Making hydration a priority helps us feel healthier on a day-to-day basis and fuels us to be our highest potential. Now, one of these sticks in 16 ounces of water, you shake it up, shake, will hydrate you faster and more efficiently than water alone. So like I said, literally, it doesn't matter if it's for working out, hangovers, you're just running about your day. You can use this product so much in your day-to-day. Liquid IV contains 5 essential vitamins, more vitamin C than an orange, and as much potassium as a banana. It's healthier than sugary sports drinks. Gatorade, get out of here. Has no artificial flavors or preservatives. It's made with clean ingredients, non-GMO, vegan, and free of gluten, dairy, and soy for anyone out there with food allergies or that has dietary restrictions. And what really makes this product so great is our CTT. That's our cellular transport technology. So essentially, it's the optimal ratio of glucose, sodium, potassium that delivers water and nutrients into the bloodstream faster and more efficiently than water alone. It is the perfect balance to help you hydrate more quickly and effectively than water alone. And what I love about Liquid IV so much is that the company is on a mission to change the world. That is right. Not only are they helping you change your day-to-day lives, but they're also changing the world. At this moment in time, the company has donated over 16 million of these sticks around the globe. 16 million. It's unbelievable. So if you're interested and you want to try some Liquid IV out, you need to do so today. Head over to liquidiv.com today. Once again, use my promo code TheBeardedMan, all one word. It's going to get you 25% off every single order. I would recommend tangerine, lemon lime, watermelon, and if you're really feeling it, get some strawberry in the mix. You're going to enjoy it. Thank you. Back to today's episode. Number 22, drink more water. It is so damn good for you. And truthfully, it makes all the difference in how you feel on a daily basis. Find times in your day for water breaks and just toss it back. You won't regret it. Number 23, stay dialed in. One more time. Stay dialed in. Whatever your focus is, dial in on it. It will change depending on the day of the week, the time of day, but it is in your best interest to cut out all distractions and go all in on what you need to do. When we dial in, we set ourselves up for progress. Number 24, seek discomfort. If there's something you want to do and it scares you or makes you anxious for the right reasons, you need to do it. The best things in life come from us chasing after the things that scare us the most, which then allow us to grow. Constantly find ways to seek discomfort in every area of your life. Number 25, destination happiness does not exist. We love to trick ourselves into believing that once we get to X part in our life, we will be oh so happy. From my experience, from what I have seen and learned, anytime we finally get to X, we then set the bar for the next X. Destination happiness can be found right here, right now, wherever you are today in your life. Appreciate every day that you wake up as another opportunity to learn and grow, and it will make all the difference. Number 26, community is everything. The people you surround yourself with and spend the most time with tremendously impact who you are and who you become. Surround yourself with people that inspire you, that root for you, that lift you up when you are feeling down. If you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. Community really is everything. I wouldn't be the person I am today without these beautiful people that are part of my life here in LA. Number 27, mindset is everything. Our minds are more powerful than we even realize. Change your view and perspective of the world, and it will change the way you feel and you think right now. When in doubt, lean into the positives of every situation. Even in the dark times, there is something to be learned from the experience. And last but not least, number 28, let go. Let go of all expectations. Let go of the things and moments that are out of your control. Let go of the narrative that we all create in our minds about every situation in our life. Let go of where we think we are supposed to be in our life. Let go of everything that we can focus on let go of everything so that we can focus on the one thing that we do control, which is our effort, actions, thoughts, and decisions. And that's it. To recap, celebrate your birthday as if it is a worldwide holiday because you make a difference in this world. Regardless of the age, it is never too late to get started or to make a pivot into a new direction of your life. Life is long, but it may feel short in some moments. Knowing that it's always a work in progress, and know that, truthfully, nobody has it all figured out. We're all trying to figure it out as we go. Do your best to enjoy the ride and see where it takes you. 28 lessons in 28 years. Number 1, believe in yourself before the world does. Number 2, self-awareness is important. Number 3, fill your cup up first. Number 4, balance, balance, balance. Number 5, it is always a work in progress. Number 6, shoot your shot. Number 7, focus on the effort, not the results. Number 8, consistency is your ticket to greatness. Number 9, enjoy the ride. Number 10, have some patience. Number 11, keep going. Number 12, give value. Number 13, knowledge is power. Number 14, ask for help. Number 15, rest is crucial. Number 16, visualize it and then manifest it. Number 17, 1% better per day. Number 18, express gratitude. Number 19, build boundaries. Number 20, confidence is born from repeated action. Number 21, health is wealth. Number 22, drink more water. Number 23, stay dialed in. Number 24, seek discomfort. Number 25, destination happiness does not exist. Number 26, community is everything. Number 27, mindset is everything. And number 28, let go. Challenge for the listeners: spend 10 minutes within the next 24 hours and consider which lessons or lesson resonated with you the most. Write it or them down on a sticky note and put it somewhere that you can read daily and read it. New Year's is right around the corner, and there is no better time to start making these changes than now. Need some of that water because, man, your boy was on a roll through that last, I don't even know how long that was, 15, 20 minutes for all I know. Questions from the Stay Dialed In community. Hannah, being online is essential to your career. How do you offset the negatives that come with that? If it's a negative comment or feedback from someone, it does not faze me at this point. I have wired my brain to not get attached to negative comments. If it's a positive comment, it literally fuels me up and lights me on fire. But if it's negative, I just brush it off. It really doesn't faze me. Because the reason and the way I look at it is, if someone has taken the time to consume something that I've created, right? And then they formalize an opinion and then they spit it back to me, their opinion, I've won. I got them to consume the thing that I created. So no matter what they have to say, I have won. I also have empathy for these types of people because essentially they haven't found their true north for life. If they did, they would never waste an ounce of energy spreading hate when it has no positive return for them. When it comes to posting or sharing my life, what you see is what you get. I have found it to be extremely rewarding to share with the world my most authentic self, the highs, the lows, and everything in between. Sometimes people may think that the negative part is always needing to be online, but I'm very conscious and I'm aware of how much I am consuming. And I'm not trying to scroll on Instagram when I'm with a community of people, unless I'm posting some heat. But other than that, I really try to be very mindful and aware of when I'm consuming and when I'm posting online. And a lot of times I just post and then I get off the app immediately and go back to being present. Mason, tips on confidence would be huge. I'm going to go back to one of the lessons I talked about today. Confidence is born from repeated action. I learned this from my first interview with filmmaker Matt Como a few years back. He was recently on the pod a couple weeks ago. It does not matter if it's a passion project or you're just starting a new idea, dating, fitness goals, whatever it might be. The longer we stay consistent, the more confident we are going to get. Consistency equals confidence. That's the thing you should be repeating to yourself when trying to build confidence. And I know it sounds so simple, but it is really true. And it might be hard in the beginning, no matter what it is that you're trying to build confidence in. But just remind yourself, confidence equals consistency. Become your biggest hype man or hype woman because it's crucial. You need to encourage yourself to keep yourself going. Ben, biggest benefit of setting boundaries with others. I'm putting myself as the number one priority, which then allows me to actually dedicate the time and energy to the things that matter most to me. So by setting boundaries with others, you're actually allowing yourself to do the things that you want to do. I'm unapologetic about it with these boundaries. And honestly, if somebody gets offended or takes it personal, I am truly sorry. But I'm doing it for me and I'm doing what I need to do. So if you're out there creating boundaries for yourself, be unapologetic about it. Excuse me. I think it all comes down to how you communicate with people. Recently, I had somebody reach out, wanted to, grab lunch, and I just don't, even though it might be only 45 minutes or an hour of my day, I just don't have the capacity, energy to want to do that with this person. And I just had to tell them straight up, like, I'm focused on me. I got a lot of things on my plate. And I hope you understand that and respect that. And hopefully that person didn't take it personal, but I really think it's just how you communicate it to people. Luke, best and worst advice. It's a great question coming from the man that works directly with Jay Shetty. And this is a Jay Shetty question right out of the book that he asks in a lot of his podcasts. Best advice for me: find something that you love to do and do that. That was very much preached by my parents. Worst advice that I've gotten: you need to get a job. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. That can be taken in a lot of different ways, and I could spend an entire episode, but there's always another way. And that's something that I learned when I was being told you need to get a job. And a couple years ago, I just was like, no, I'm going to find a way to build my creative career. And then last question, Jonathan, most effective financial habits to develop in your 20s. This is really good. I'm still trying to figure that out. The one thing, I'm not going to tell you to invest in this or to do this with your money, but I will say this, invest in yourself because it will pay off in the long haul. Put money towards your interests and your ideas. And although it may feel like you are losing money in the moment, you are not. I always can rationalize an investment in myself, whether it is a new experience, books, courses, trying new passion projects, maybe buying new equipment. It is an investment in myself, and it helps me stay accountable to my goals because if I'm putting money towards it, I need to follow through with whatever it is that I'm trying to do. So it's probably not the greatest piece of advice that or habit that I think Jonathan was asking for, but I will say just continue to invest in yourself and it will pay off in the long haul. There was no pod review of the week. If you'd like to be next week's pod review, please head over to the iTunes podcast app, drop us a line, a one-word review, and it would be so much appreciated. It really does help grow this podcast organically. We just hit 75, so we're almost at 100, trying to get to the 100 ASAP. So if you have not yet already left a review, please do so today. It would be so appreciated. So please do so today. If you enjoyed this specific episode, please screenshot this episode on Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, whatever platform you were listening in on. Post it to your IG story. Tag me at Bob-A. That's B-O, 3 B's, 4 A's, and a Y. Share out the podcast in your IG story. What was the one lesson that resonated with you the most? I'd be really curious to know. You can jot, on the story post, you could put lesson 22, drink more water, or 23, stay dialed in. Let me know what the lesson was or just any feedback. If you just want to toss it up and show the world that you're listening, I'm also down with that too. Helps spread the awareness of the podcast and know that the love and support is very, very, very much appreciated. As I mentioned in the beginning of this episode, head over to soon.staydialedin.com. January 3rd, I have a very, very special announcement that I am very excited to announce. Been working on this the last couple months behind the scenes, and everything has fallen into place. January 3rd is a date you guys and gals will not forget. Head over to soon.staydialedin.com. I will have the link in the description below. Jot down your phone number, and I will shoot you a text as updates come out. This is going to be a great way to kick off 2022, and I'm here to help you stay dialed in all year long. So get ready. It's going to be very, very exciting when it comes. That's it. Episode 151, 28 lessons in 28 years. Thank you guys and gals for listening. We'll see you next time. It's the Bearded Man Podcast. See ya.